Before painting leaves, it's important to get to know your subject. Observation is key, and it's vital to look closely at the structure, colour variations, shape, vein pattern and surface textures of your leaves before you begin your painting. Even very simple leaf shapes are far more complex once observed, and you will find that leaves are also rarely completely flat. One side will often be much darker than the other where it tilts away from the light, and there will be variations in strength of shadows as the light plays on the surface. By portraying the highlights and shadows as well as the leaf colour, you will get a more realistic appearance. Veins on a leaf are a bit like our own fingerprints, with every leaf having their own unique pattern. Again, it's really important to observe closely the character of veins and their relation to the leaf colour and texture. By looking closely, you will see if the veins are deep, trailing, straight, thin, lighter or darker than the leaf body colour. Practice drawing leaf shapes and their vein patterns. Measure the key features and take care on accuracy. No matter how fabulous your painting, if your drawing is wrong, the whole thing will look wrong. If you are painting a single leaf study, go for an unusual or striking composition or an unusual leaf. Autumn leaves can look amazing when their colours are at their brightest. Try to achieve a high contrast, light your subject well and ensure you get plenty of shadow tones and highlights to bring life and dimension to your painting. Very often leaves misbehave and present themselves in a bending or folding form. Don't try to straighten them out though, as this will look unnatural in your painting. A way to understand folds and bending leaves is to draw leaf shapes onto pieces of tracing paper and cut them out. Make sure you draw on the midrib and main vein patterns. By gently bending your paper shapes in the way that natural leaves do, and by observing the way the veins and midrib move and where the fold lies, you will get a much better understanding of how the form changes as the leaves bend, and this will improve your drawing as you will be able to see right through the leaf and see how the veins bend and move. This technique works really well with just about any leaf shape or pattern and is a great way to understand what happens when leaves bend, even for beginners. Here I have used a clear acetate for my leaf shapes, as it shows what is going on really clearly and makes drawing even the most complicated leaves much simpler. The second leaf here is in the form of a lily, which have long sword-shaped leaves. The veins run laterally along the full length of the leaf. But again, by bending the shape backwards and forwards, I can get a really clear view of how the veins move and curve. Of course, it's all down to perspective and what the eye sees. The veins always remain in the same place, so we must always keep them connected in our drawings. With a more complicated vein pattern, this next leaf presents more of a challenge. Again, with the clear acetate being used as a guide, it's much easier to understand what is going on when I bend and twist the shape. Note how the veins appear to change direction when the shape is bent. They are still connected, but by bending the leaf, the position of the leaves is being distorted. Even the very finest blade-like leaves can be observed using this method. Grasses move a lot even in the gentlest breeze, and their twisting habit is a natural form that should be demonstrated. By pushing and pulling the shape, gentle bends and undulations can be created, mimicking the natural characteristic of the very fine leaves. Through careful observation of a range of leaf shapes, colours and patterns, and by practising with lots of accurate drawings and sketchbook pieces, you will soon find all your leaf paintings become much more realistic, lifelike and full of character and charm. You might even surprise yourself by really enjoying this aspect of botanical painting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.